Welcome ladies and gentlemen, today we're starting a new series called Transformers Kill Count. The series which will be covering humanity's most favorite sport, war! But not just any war, we all know that real life war is too traumatizing and battling to glorify. Which is why we're covering Transformers warfare. Everybody knows that little kids playing with stuff that falls along the lines of war, horrible crimes against humanity, mass loss of life, genocide, and the occasional dismemberment might be too extreme for a young audience. Which is why robots doing all of this stuff, it's completely fine. I mean, sure, a human losing a leg, that's too violent. But a giant robot ripping the spine out of a cat-looking transformer is totally okay. And this kind of violence will not affect the young, impressionable youth in the future. So in this new series, we will basically take a look at Transformers not just from the movies but also from cartoons, games, and all that jazz. They can come from any continuity, and we will count their score in the total game of war. How many kills that they got on Decepticons, Decepticon leaders, or even other players from their own factions. Because like we all know, there's no honesty in war. There's also no sportsmanship. Yes, Sideswipe, we'll get to you in a minute. So before we begin, I feel like I should say this because it's obligatory in every Fire Brothers video at this point, and that is why my brother couldn't be here today. So the reason why my brother couldn't be here today is because he fractured his arm while he was dabbing. Just a bit of a side note, if you dab, you probably deserve to get your arm fractured. Fire, you're not allowed to say that. Shut up, it's my opinion. Kill wouldn't dab, right Kill? You think dabbing's stupid, right? Oh my god, you talk now. Wow. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so first off, I think we should begin with the movies. So movie Sideswipe, one of his most famous kill was on a defenseless Decepticon in vehicle mode who was running away from him, not even fighting back. Wow, so cool. So this kill has basically cemented Sideswipe on his pedestal that a lot of fans put him on of him being so cool. But honestly, if you think about it, that wasn't very sportsmanlike. The Decepticon was running away, he didn't even transform once in that fight, except to get away. And Sideswipe shows up, shoots him, stabs his blade on front of the vehicle mode, and he just slices him and he's like, damn, I'm good. Yes, Sideswipe, you were so cool at killing a defenseless Decepticon. Wow, how sportsmanlike. So after that one kill, Sideswipe doesn't really do much of anything in Revenge of the Fallen. Wow, really living up to the hype, Sideswipe. So now we move on to Dark of the Moon. In Dark of the Moon, during the highway chase, Sideswipe has an assist in killing the Decepticon Hatchet. Now you guys are probably wondering, wait, Sideswipe didn't do anything, that was Bumblebee and Mirage. Now this is where you're wrong. If you look closely at the footage, you can see that Sideswipe is the one who shoots missiles at Hatchet, which momentarily stuns the Decepticon, giving Dino/Mirage a chance to use his grappling hooks on him to slow him down. Then Bumblebee manages to finish him off. So while Sideswipe didn't really kill Hatchet, I'm gonna count this as an assist in killing. And after that, we have the scene that Sideswipe is most famous for, the Mexican standoff. In this one, both Ironhide and Sideswipe are fighting the Dreads, this mean group of Decepticons who, you know, get killed pretty easily. And after getting blindsided by them, Crankcase attacks Sideswipe. Sideswipe deflects the attack, throws his gun at Ironhide. Ironhide perfectly catches it, and he shoots at Crowbar, killing him. Sideswipe then does some minimal damage to Crankcase, and while Crankcase is distracted, Ironhide sneaks in, uses that weird spiky thing on Crankcase, and then he finishes him off. Which, I guess this counts as an assist in killing, but unlike the last time, Sideswipe kinda played a major role in this one. I will say that both Ironhide and Sideswipe deserve the full credit here, so that's why I'm putting this as a co-op in killing. Not an assist in killing in which, you know, he just shot out the guy to disorient him for a little bit. Sideswipe did work in this fight, so not bad Sideswipe, not bad. So now that we finished the movies, we're moving on to the comics, because Sideswipe does get quite a bit of kills in there, and we're gonna count them as well, just so you guys can know how reliable Sideswipe is in the comics. So in the comic Tales of the Fallen, Ironhide is having a flashback memory of him and Sideswipe fighting Decepticons on a colony world. Sideswipe is seen cutting down 2 Decepticons at the same time. The Decepticons, after witnessing this, they decide to run away from Sideswipe, but Sideswipe is not having any of it. and he decides to pursue and decapitates one more, giving Sideswipe 3 more kills. Next up in the comic Nefarious, Alice is back. In case you guys don't know, Alice is that weird kinky Cybertronian girl that tried to, do that stuff with Sam. Can we just take acknowledgement of the fact of how useless she was? She could have been replaced with a guy or literally anyone else and nothing would have changed, at all. Yeah, she's back and she's psychopathic because it's implied that she has some kind of brain damage because of her human programming. So she kidnaps a couple and Nest is forced to clean out the mess again. The twins prove to be useless as always and basically don't really do much. Sideswipe rushes into battle and he stabs through the vehicle, killing Alice. Oh wow, so he killed a tiny Decepticon. Wow, so much sportsmanship, Sideswipe, so much. Then we move on to issue number 3 where Laser Beak and Rabbits are basically causing damage. And Soundwave sends a team of Decepticons to go and root out this new enemy human team that appear who's hostile against the Autobot and Decepticon teams. So Sideswipe and Ironhide are sent to clean up the mess that the Decepticons are making, and they manage to intercept them. The Decepticons' names are Dirt Boss, Breakdown, and Reverb. For anyone who cared, since I bet those players barely have any fans. So Sideswipe shows up and pulling his best Ultra Instinct impression, he manages to move forward and dodge all the blasters with his Ultra Instinct. And he manages to cut Breakdown in half. And also, I don't know if this is some kind of sick joke or a nod to Michael Bay, but Breakdown has tires for butt cheeks. Yeah, shameful. So while this is happening, Rebel is distracted and Ironhide just runs him over. Told you he was useless. And then Dirt Boss witnesses his friends dying. He does the most rational thing a Decepticon/Transformers has ever done in the Bayverse when fighting against Autobots. He surrenders. No, really. He puts his hands on the air and he's like, I surrender. Sideswipe jumps in trying to kill him, but Ironhide says, no, he's surrendering. And Sideswipe is like, what? Bro! No, he's cool. Let's not kill him. I'm not gonna spoil what happens next, but yeah. In total, I'm gonna say Sideswipe got 1 more kill and 1 assist in killing. And yeah, that's it for the comics. He didn't really do much in there either. I'm starting to sense a pattern here. So now we're moving on to the toy bios, because the toy bios do give us some insights as to some of the games Sideswipe played against the Decepticons. So at some point the Decepticon Wreck Loose, what kind of name is that? Hasbro, really, Laziness 101, challenged Sideswipe to a fight. Sideswipe loved to take him on a fight, since Recluse was a pretty fast and intelligent Decepticon, definitely a worthy opponent for Sideswipe, and Sideswipe won. Yes, because, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Recluse doesn't appear anywhere else, and this is pretty much where his story ends, so we can make some assumptions here. Next, in Transformers Annual 2011, in a comic called Sam in Danger, in Tokyo, the Decepticon Grindor appears. Really? Another Grindor? Whoa. And basically because of his huge size, he manages to overpower both Sideswipe and Ratchet. But Sideswipe and Ratchet manage to distract Grindor long enough for Optimus Prime to show up and take Grindor down. So yeah, this counts as an assist in killing. Okay, so this one's not really canon. Well, it can be considered canon, but I'm just gonna add it here for funsies. In Transformers The Ride 3D, Sideswipe provided backup for Ebat. He fought against the Decepticon Bone Crusher, and he managed to pin him down, allowing Ebat to headshot the Decepticon and kill him. After that, he was sucked into Devastator's vortex. Yeah, Transformers The Ride is pretty inconsistent and its canonicity is really up in the air, but I'll add this one for funsies, why not? For all the Sideswipe fans out there. So, our final score tally is 7 Decepticon kills, 3 assisting killing, and 2 co-op kills. In total, Sideswipe has a total of 13 kills. So I gotta admit, it's not bad for his entire, movieverse continuity. And I did not include the games because Sideswipe doesn't really kill a major Decepticon in there. And no, I'm not counting those generic Decepticon drones in the game because those are just there as filler. So yeah, Sideswipe, 13 kills. Not bad at all. Does he deserve his, pedestal of being the coolest Autobot out there? That's up to you to decide. I'm not gonna open that can of worms, but I would like to know which character would you guys like me to talk about next. For the next installment in this amazing sports breakdown, I might talk about the Decepticon player Starscream or the all about player Ironhide. You decide. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. Alright guys, time for Patron shoutouts. Patron shoutouts goes to Librado Marufo, aka L, Sachir Morach, aka Mirage, and Trans Theories, aka Knockout. Make sure to go check out Trans Theories' channel, and thank you to my patrons for donating. We couldn't do this without you. And I'm going to end the video right here and keep this segment short because it's really hot in here. I'm recording without the air conditioner on, so you know the audio doesn't become trash. So yeah, I'm kinda sweating over here. So hopefully you guys don't mind. So far it has been really hot here in New York, and you know I can't wait for the winter to come. I really don't like summer because it gets really hot that you need to, you know, turn on the air conditioner and stuff, then it messes up your recording. It's really annoying. Now I'm probably gonna get a bunch of comments in the comments down below being like, Fire, you hate the summer? But I thought your name was Fire. Yeah, sure. My name's Fire, but that doesn't mean I like the heat. That's like saying, her name's Kale, so she totally must be a vegetable. Or Bumblebee. His name's Bumblebee, so he must totally be a bee, right? Crap, I shouldn't have said that. Now people are really gonna bother me in the comments down below. You know what, I'm gonna end this right here. If you guys want to donate to my Patreon, links in the video description down below. $1 will get you a shout out in all of my videos, as well as a shout out to your YouTube channel if you have one. And if you donate $3 or more than $3, you can request a video of your choosing. So yeah, donating is optional. And I'm gonna end this video right here. Come on Kale, let's get out of here before people start commenting that joke over and over in the comments down below. I don't wanna stick around for that.